Hello ladies and jelly spoons, welcome to RC Robotics. My name is Carl and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Joby Smart Stabilisation for your phone. It's either Joby or Joby. I don't think it's Joby because if you're watching in Scotland then that means something completely different. So let's open up the box and take a look.
So this is how the packaging comes. It's just literally a picture of the gimbal on the front in its normal and its selfie stick mode. Actually on the back it shows you that it's good for landscape and portrait mode also. So you TikTokers out there, this gimbal is great for you. Inside the box is this lovely carry case, and in the carry case is just to stop it getting hanger rash, basically getting scratched or gathering dust when you're not using the gimbal. As you can see inside, it's lovely and strapped down, so yep, it's not bouncing around when you're not using it, and all the little boxes and all the little packages inside come with different accessories. Just like this is the tripod mount, which you basically just screw onto the bottom, and it's got three little legs that pop out if you want to pop the gimbal down for 5 minutes and have a rest, or if you want to rest on top of something and get that stability in your Z-axis. All three motors have got 320 degrees of freedom, and it's got a 1500 mAh battery, which will give you 10 hours. It says 10 hours in the instructions. I'm not sure, I haven't tested if it'll give you 10 hours yet, but it says 10 hours in the instructions. I'm going to be using this dummy phone for the time being with scratches and cracks on it, just basically because the camera I use on the gimbal is the camera I'm using to film the gimbal. So setting it up and balancing took no more than a minute. It's literally just making sure that the thing is balanced in as many axes as possible, and the fact that the phone is as close to the gimbal as possible. This is it in its portrait mode, and one of the first things I wanted to try with this gimbal was to make a dolly car. So I took out this old RC drift car and I took the drift wheels off of it, basically the plastic wheels, and replaced them with rubber tyres. Then I added as much weight as possible as I can and this tripod mount, and then made sure that it wasn't going to tip over. Then I mounted on the camera and switched it on for the first time to see exactly how it would move around and how it would look. The extra weight of the gimbal and the extra weight of the tripod did add onto the car, and it was noticeably different, but the car still moved, the car still steered. But there was a huge problem more than the fact that how fast the car moved, and that was just general vibration. It was just rubbish. All the vibration from the car made its way to the camera and basically made the footage almost unusable, as you'll see right now. And then inevitably I did overcook it on a corner and the gimbal crashed. But this showed me the functions of the gimbal that are oversight. So basically if the gimbal sees too much power, it shuts off the motors and it goes all floppy and shuts itself off. This was quite a windy day in Chester, and yeah, this is basically just showing how well it works in the outdoor environment and basically how well it works in the wind. So I'm going to leave you here with these nice smooth shots.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby, it's just twist your body and mine. My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.
So this gimbal is helping me a lot with making my radar control content, where I can film myself with nice smooth shots, and I can also fly the aircraft at the same time, or the radar controlled car, or the radar controlled drone. And basically, yeah, it's just giving me a lot better authority over the quality of my content and making sure that I don't get shaky footage, which, you know, YouTube doesn't like, people on I don't like watching shaky footage. So this is great that I've now got this gimbal which can help with my content. But as you can see in these next few two clips here. At the same time as I'm trying to film myself, at the same time I'm trying to track the aircraft, I'm also trying to fly the aircraft, which isn't too hard. You just sort of set the throttle setting and then sort of pootle around and get it doing a circuit. But as you can see here, my lovely shiny aeroplane ended up in a tree, and it took the whole maybe of a half an hour and a rock and breaking off the tail and looking like a complete idiot trying to get the plane out of the tree to realise that it's probably not a good idea to try and film and fly at the same time. So I wanted another go at the Dolly car, so I tried to make this isolation frame, basically a clean side and a dirty side, out of foam board and zip tie cables, just like those things that you do see on the regular Dolly cars, but with metal cables. And I used as much foam board as I can to try and dampen out the vibration on the Z-axis. But basically, because it's such a rigid body and it's got zero suspension, it is a drift car. Every little bit of vibration that's coming through the frame is making its way to the camera, unfortunately. And as you'll see in this next clip, yeah, it really didn't help the footage at all. Laying it down with a better centre of gravity didn't seem to make the footage any better. Maybe it was a little bit slight better, but yeah, it's still ambitious, but still very, very rubbish. Thank you very much for joining us here at RC Robotics. If you like this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's just up there. And if you'd like to see any more of my content, I'll pop them just in the corner. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.